Good morning, beloveds. It is Tuesday, September 8th, and I'm still thinking it's Monday because yesterday was a holiday. So I'm a little off my game this morning, but that's okay. There's also a pretty amazing, I don't know if we're going to get any of the rain or not, but there is, the clouds are brewing, so it's really cool. I love clouds because they're a certain color palette ranging from, white to pretty dark gray. And sometimes you get blue in there, and sometimes you get green in there, and sometimes you get yellow in there. But they have all these amazing textures. I love clouds. I love taking pictures of clouds. So, our reading today is, the title is I Am Always Glad. And our Bible quote is, I will be lighthearted as a bird and live with God. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a Bible quote. That is Emerson. I didn't notice that he had switched. Huh. Okay. Nope. Today he is. Good morning, Susan. I didn't realize today is not a Bible quote. It's a quote from Emerson. I will be lighthearted as a bird and live with God. All right. Let's see what he has to say this morning. What Ernest has to say this morning. I sing a song of joy today, of praise and gratitude. I know that my health, my physical well-being, my mental poise and peace are drawn from the infinite source. Today, I know that the healing presence of life is within me, forever restoring my mind and body. Body and mind are one in spirit. Physical health is a state of wholeness in mind as well as in body. My body is a servant of the spirit within me. My mind is an offspring of pure spirit. There is a silent reaction going on between the spirit within me, which is God, my mind, which receives the impressions from the divine source, and my body, which is the servant of spirit. Today, I hold communion with the invisible presence that peoples the world with the manifestations of its life, its light, and its love. I withdraw the veil that hides my real self and draw close to the Spirit in everything and everyone. I anticipate everything that is worthy of the soul. I accept everything that belongs to the Spirit. I claim everything that partakes of the nature of the divine reality. All right. It's definitely giving us something to work with today. So, I sing a song of joy today, of praise and gratitude. They do say that whenever, I mean, there's research talking about when you're going through something difficult, one of the best things that you can do is to keep a gratitude journal, to keep all of the little things that you're grateful for forefront in your mind when you are going through a non-preferred experience. Can we put it that way? And anything that you're grateful for, from the little things all the way up to the big things. I mean, the big things being the people that you love and care about. And then little things, like if somebody offers you a piece of candy, I guess that would be a little thing. I was trying to think of the smallest thing I could think of to be grateful for. Because, I mean, the little things can be big things. So if you are going through a situation that is not something that you would prefer to go through, but I mean, we all have them experiences. If you will keep a gratitude journal, it will fuel your internal process, your experience and maybe help to make it better. I know that my health, my physical well-being, my mental poise, and peace are drawn from an infinite source, reminding us that it's not through our will, it is not through us that healing is done. That is coming from something so much bigger than we are, with something with so much more power than we are. So we don't have to worry when we get tired, because that source will never be tired. That source will never be exhausted. That source will never stop giving. Infinite source. Today, I know that the healing presence of life is within me, forever restoring my mind and my body. And that's one of the things that I appreciated 100 years ago when I was in my undergraduate in anthropology. I took a class on Eastern medicine, I guess. And one of the things that I appreciated that they do, that I wish that Western medicine would do a little bit more of, is when you go to heal a person, it's mind, body, spirit. You have to take care of the body. And sometimes in the process of taking care of the body, we can do pretty horrific things to the body in the healing process. And that messes with our mind. And it can be hard on the soul. So in Eastern medicine, they do take care of the mind and the soul. So that's something that if you are in treatment, make sure that you are getting, and I'm going to use the word mind treatment, whatever that looks like to you, and including therapy with, a professional therapist, and make sure that you're taking care of your soul, whatever that looks like, again, to you. Meeting with a minister, working with a practitioner, or that's also mind treatment. Make sure that you're reading, inspirational stuff, and far be it from me, recommend, read the Bible. There's lots of healing going on in the Bible. So make sure that if you are in the process of healing your body, that you are taking care of your mind and your spirit, because they are so important to the health of your body as well. Overall, mind and body are one in spirit. Physical health is a state of wholeness in mind as well as in body. So that's one of the things that I'm talking about. Now, by God, do not take that as a spiritual bypass, in that if you are having a problem with your body, that it started in your mind. But healing takes all three. It means to make your mind right and your soul's already right. You just need to, connect with it on a level that you may not be right now, because you're dealing with something. So my body is a servant of the spirit within me. My mind is an offspring of pure spirit. So remember that as you are working in mind and body healing, is they have a perfect blueprint. They have a perfect blueprint. So you do what you need to do to go back to that perfect blueprint, and that will filter down. Quantum Doctor by Amit Goswami. Read it. Especially if you're working on healing something. Body particularly, because that was his whole goal. That is his whole goal is to connect spiritual healing, mental healing, and physical healing all into one system. There is a silent reaction going on between the spirit within me, which is God, my mind, which receives the impressions from this divine source, and my body, which is the servant of spirit. There is a divine blueprint in spirit of you, mind, body, and spirit. How do you get to it? And that is prayer, and that is treatment, and that is visualization, and all of that. All of that. I'm a little excited today. Whew. I like this kind of, I like this. This is my favorite. This is why I do what I do. I am about helping to connect the mind and the body and the spirit to make life as good as it can be. I'm not going to say perfect. Life isn't going to be perfect. Well, outside of the fact that perfect means whole. You know, we're going to have good experiences. We're going to have non-preferred experiences. But if we can attune the mind and the body and the soul, and we can attune them with spirit, everything will work better. You know, so that when we have these experiences, I've aggravated my knee, and it's getting better. It is getting better. In fact, I had a wicked dream, and my knee is better, you know, and in the dream, it hurt a lot. But that was me aligning my mind and my body and my spirit in my dream, because that's the subconscious mind. So, okay. Today, I hold communion with the invisible presence that peoples the world with the manifestation of its life. I am aligning with that spirit. I can't see it, and yet I see it everywhere around me. You know, every being that I look at is that presence looking back at me. So it's a manifestation of its light, its love, and its life. I withdraw the veil that hides my real self and draw close to the spirit in everything and in everyone. So I withdraw the veil. Basically, it's like, okay, I know that bliss body is up there. That's what Amit Goswami calls it. It's the bliss body. I know that perfect blueprint of me exists. How do I get closer to it? And one of the ways that I do that is to draw close to the spirit in everything and in everyone. Consciously recognize that God is looking at you and you are looking at God every time. Especially when you're looking in the mirror. Especially when you're looking in the mirror. Look in the mirror, look in your own eyes, and see God looking back at you. See Spirit looking back at you. See Spirit loving you. Okay, again, I'm really excited. I love this kind of stuff. I anticipate everything that is worthy of the soul. I accept everything that belongs to the Spirit. I claim everything that partakes of the nature of the divine reality. So, gratitude journals, and do what you need to do to take care of the mind, the body, and the spirit, and align them. Align them with that perfect blueprint, that bliss body, that perfect idea of you that spirit has. Not the idea that society and religion and culture, and including yourself, have told yourself that you are, but the idea that God has of you. And God loves you. So that idea that God has of you, that idea that Spirit has of you, is pure love. Align yourself with that. I am always glad. I love the title today. I'm very excited about the title today. This is my call to action. This is my call to help the way I move through the world. That's why I work, you know, my mortgage paying job that I like to talk about. That's why I do what I do. Because I want to help align the body and the mind and the spirit. I want to help people do what they need to do so that they continue to do what they want to do. Because your body is amazing, your mind is amazing, and most importantly, your spirit is amazing because it is coming from that inexhaustible source of love. So do what you know. Okay, all right, mission for today, because I do have to go to work today. Our mission for today is to hold communion with the invisible presence that peoples the world with its manifestation of its light, its life, its love. Your mission today is to look in the eyes of every being you meet, especially your own, and see that spirit of love looking back at you. All right. So, do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself today. Every day. I'm going to say it every day because I want you to do something loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself every day. Open the windows of your soul. Allow that breath of heaven to come in. Allow that breath of heaven to remind you that you live in heaven now, if you're willing to open your eyes and see it. Oh, okay. I am like intense and excited and ready to get this process on. So do something that engages your mind and your spirit today. Do something that aligns your mind and your body and your spirit today. Find your perfect blueprint in the eyes of love. And go forth. And remember that you are a beloved child of Spirit in whom Spirit is well pleased, always and forever. There has never been a time that you haven't been. There will never be a time that you aren't. All right? So, Reverend David will be on with you around 5 p.m. today. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Have a fantastic day, beloveds.